So the next portion is going to be on medication uses, different nebs or different meds we use for our nebs. So for asthma specifically, it's going to be albuterol. Okay, dose is going to be dependent on what the doctor's comfortable with and age. If we have a really bad asthmatic kid, we can do an hour long, right? It's really dependent on heart rate. Kids were much more lenient with their heart rate than we are adults, obviously. We can also, after a certain age, we can consider tributaline. That would be Yalside. That would be sub-Q or in a drip. Okay. Asthma is very straightforward. Give you albuterol until the wheezing stops. Okay. On the back end, it would be find the triggers of asthma, asthma education, all that stuff. Okay. For RSV, I mentioned it before. Albuterol is not indicated for RSV. It has shown no benefit. It's shown negative benefits, right? Increased heart rate, anxiety, all that stuff, okay? Unless it is a RSV with something else, an active airway disease, right? We can, if we suspect an active airway disease, we can give albuterol or a racemic. Racemic is shorter acting, okay? If it helps, then we can consider doing a bronchodilator after. But like I said before, fluids and suctioning are really the only thing that is beneficial in RSV, okay? Bronchiolitis, you can trial a bronchodilator. If it doesn't work, DC it. Why? Because of the negative effects that you can get with a bronchodilator. Okay? Croup, what are we going to use? Racemic. We've all heard that bark cough. We've all heard that inhale. We're going to do racemic. Smooth muscle relaxer. Okay? We need to make sure that we're keeping an eye on between croup and epiglottitis. If you have a kid coming in, tripod, drooling, thank you, I'm tired, drooling, and you're just like, something doesn't look right with this kid, right? We need to do a lateral x-ray, look for that thumb sign, because we have an impending airway emergency. That scares me more than a lot of things, because those can go wrong, the airway closes, and things can go really bad. It's happened a couple times, okay? Early intervention on epiglottitis is the #1 key, okay? The way we're gonna give the treatments is, if they're old enough, mask. If they're not old enough, we're gonna do blow-by, okay? Blow-by, educate the parents. I personally educate the parents on where to keep it, all of that stuff. They are most likely going to go home with a prescribed nebulizer, and that's always helpful to, instead of just, here you go, keep it on their face, right? I try and educate them while the treatment's going, about how often, what to look for. Just because they're coughing doesn't mean they need a breathing treatment, stuff like that. Okay? Any questions about the medications? Come on, you've had one for each one.
What did you say? Is racemic epi what you would use for epiglottitis too? Or what medication or what treatment?
Docs will order it, but that's going to be steroids and an ET tube like this. Like, if the steroids don't work, there needs to be someone really good at pediatric innovation right there. And probably call ENT.